Hey, and welcome to the Symbolic universe. Maybe it's not the first thing you think about when you see the F in the Facebook logo, but it's actually packed with a lot of symbolism. I've compiled a lot of different takes on what the F could mean from the internet and from my own analysis and some Carl Jung stuff. So I'm just going to start here. First of all, this two-ball cane is a direct reference to Facebook because of this similarity in their logos. There's this ancient logo of the F, which is actually not an F. It's a cane with two balls, so that's why it's two-ball cane, which is kind of weird because you don't think about it directly, because that is directly like a cane and two balls. It can also mean a lot of things, a phallic symbol and stuff, but if we just stick to this page here, top of my slide here, it says two-ball cane, the 8th of the 7. This is a reference to Revelation 17:11, where it says, "And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th and is of the 7 and goeth into perdition." And perdition also means destruction, and this some scholars interpret it as the 7 kings is a sequence of the different empires that have existed. So there are these 7 flags here: the Roman, the Egyptian, and the Byzantine, Persian. This was the Babylonian, and this is the Assyrian flag. And then lastly is the 8th empire, maybe. This is where we also see this. It's an eagle or a phoenix. It's kind of dying and reviving every time, which is like the symbol of these empires that they keep coming. But according to Revelation, if that is the correct interpretation, then the 8th would be the last empire when it goes through its own destruction, which is a lot of people are talking about. The states are kind of ruining themselves with all of the culture wars and censoring and stuff, and all the wars they are engaging in. So there's some kind of a prediction here. You can look at the slide to see the other stuff here and the references in Genesis up in the top corner. This is not my picture. The right half, I've just found it on the internet. It was on a page that got took down. So that's interesting that somebody would take that down from a website. I don't know why. Maybe it's some censoring. I don't know. Let's see how it goes with this video. Oh, also some extra interpretations. Tubal-Cain as an archetype of secret knowledge and craftsmanship, paralleling AI's black box algorithms as modern mysteries of creation. We don't know the outreach of AI. We don't know how it works really because of this black box analogy, that there's some kind of there's some part of AI that we don't understand. There's also this weird mystery because we created it. Or did we? And what is it with these algorithms, and why can't we figure out how they work? And this is why there's like this technical mystery, that there's some craftsmanship we don't quite understand. This cane symbolism also relates to a serpent. And here we also have all this Kundalini yoga and alchemy and Jungian psychology about raising the brazen serpent. Also relates to the 7 chakra system and how you can raise your consciousness to a higher level. And you can also see that the 7th chakra in spiritual meaning is the crown chakra, and breaking that is like breaking your own skull and being released from your own body in a spiritual way. And not like destroying it, but raising your own consciousness. But in the way it seems with this Tubal-Cain interpretation, it is taking technology too far in some ways. There is the symbolism of having technology as a possibility of good and bad, but it also seems that it is kind of an extension that goes its own way besides humanity, as we see with this black box analogy, that we create something we don't quite know how it works. And there's a danger to this. In the same way, our own body is also a very complex system, and it can be seen as like a technology for our spirit and soul, and as an extension. And in this way, our body is our own technology, which we don't understand, which also relates to this, that we have an unconscious. And Carl Jung also related the serpent in the story of the Bible and a lot of mythologies to the unconscious, because the serpent is like the body's sensory motor system, and how the sensory motor system has a life on its own. And this is where we get these unconscious urges and feelings and actions that we want to do, and even thoughts. And this is where we have this whole dynamic of Tubal-Cain is the seed of the serpent. And even in Genesis, there's this prediction of that when God says that he shall bruise its head and it shall bruise its heel, that the serpent is getting its head bruised. There's something standing on top of the serpent. And this also has been related to Christ as the pinnacle and the one that masters and stands on top of the serpent. And this way we got a lot of symbolism between body, mind, and spirit and soul. And it's difficult to say when is something literal and when is something like a symbology. And it's kind of both in most ways. There's also this relation to Tubal-Cain is also revered as the originator of the smithcraft, Hiram-Abiff, who cast the true pillars of the temple's entrance to Solomon's temple. And this is also like a lot of Masonic symbolism, which most of it I don't like, because I don't like that there's a secret society or something and those things. Whether you believe in them or not, I don't like that stuff like this knowledge should be secret, because here we come into like symbolism being hidden in plain sight. And this also confirms the Facebook logo that they like put symbolism in plain sight. Let me know what you think in the comments about that, because I don't promote that kind of stuff. I think that everything should be freely available, and there shouldn't be like hidden stuff right in front of your face when you don't even know what the hidden stuff is about. So like how many people would know that there are these coupleages to the F in the Facebook logo? You have to do a lot of research and stuff to see these ties. But an interesting thing is that there's this guy, Hermes Trismegistus, that some people are saying is Moses also, that he discovered these two pillars that were crafted. And after the flood, at some point in human history, he kind of recovered all these the secret knowledge that then went on to build a lot of other secret knowledge. That Hermes Trismegistus is an inheritant of secret knowledge of these pillars, and that this knowledge went on in each empire. This is interesting, but what kind of knowledge it is it about technology? What is it about? Maybe it's about understanding the human body and mind, because some people are trying to control it, but who knows? And because there are so many interpretations of this, and this was just a quick video just to show you that the F in the Facebook logo is actually a lot deeper than you may think. And we also see the true ball also is the infinite logo. That could also be Cain's curse. He is walking infinitely in a curse on earth, where he is marked by something. We don't know what the mark is, but it can also be this symbol of that the serpent walks on earth forever, like through the human body. Maybe that's not the person or thing we are, but it may be a part of our existence if we let it be a part of our existence, and that this curse will like forever be marked. That's why this infinite symbol. I'm just thinking of some stuff when looking at these symbols now, just to say that there are so many interpretations, and this was just one that I thought was interesting to put out there. And let me know in the comments what you think, because I'm interested in hearing your interpretation and what it means and how it could be interpreted. But I haven't released some videos in a while, but check out my older videos. I have learned a lot since then, but there's still some interesting Jungian psychology stuff in there if you're interested. And otherwise, thanks for watching, and see you.